Hey, how's it going guys? Monkey here, and in today's video I'm going to be going over all the hints and tips that I use to make it easier getting LMG's Platinum in Modern Warfare. So without further ado, on with the video. So tip number one for you guys is to level the weapons up to max. Now just remember, you don't have to cover the season pass weapons or the challenge weapons in order to get Damascus. So the PKM level is 57, the SA87 level is 56, the M91 is 58, and the MG34 is 57. Once again guys, you don't have to cover the what I call DLC weapons in order to get Damascus. As always guys, some of these camos are very self-explanatory and very easy to do. For a prime example, look at the first camo we've got, which is spray paint, which is just kills. Now following the first tip, which is to level the weapon up to max, you will get the vast majority of the kills done for that challenge. So in reality I don't really need to cover it. So the second camo is Woodland, which is headshots. Now needless to say, this should be relatively simple to do. It's a case of aiming for the head and getting that headshot. However, to make it slightly easier for you guys, I have got some screenshots on screen now of my preferred loadouts for each weapon. So as always guys, if you want to pause the video, take notes or screenshot the loadouts, by all means do so. But these are just a rough guideline as to what worked for me and what may work for you. Next we move on to digital, which is kills while crouching. Now I would like to very quickly address something that was brought to my attention the other day. Since I completed my camos and got Damascus, there has been a patch which has stopped sliding from counting. Now I know some people are probably going to sit there and say sliding's never counted. All I'm going to say is sliding has counted. I know for a fact it has. I did the vast majority of my crouching camos doing sliding, so I know for a fact it worked. So a very quick amendment to everything I've said in my other videos for the camos, and obviously a quick adjustment to the notes for this one. If you are an aggressive player and you're going to be sliding around the map, in order for your sliding to count, you will have to slide cancel. Now, in order to slide cancel, for those who don't know, it works best when you have push to slide on in the settings. So while you are mid slide, you want to press B or circle or whatever your cancel or slide will be for PC in order to stop the slide and stay in the crouch position. But other than that guys, the usual stuff will apply. So if you're the sort of player who's not a run and gun, you just like to hold angles, by all means you can stay crouched in an area and people will come past you, get the kill very easy. It's an easy overall camo to sort of get through and to complete. Next we have Dragon, which is hipfire kills. Now this goes without saying that hipfire kills is more of an aggressive challenge. So really you want to try and have some hipfire mods on there, and you want to be ADSing as little as possible. Try and take close range gunfights. On screen now are some screenshots of some loadouts that I was using to try and make this a little bit easier. As mentioned before, a lot of it is just down to your hipfire mods. So if you want to pause the video, take screenshots, take notes, modify the loadout, whatever you want to do, by all means do so. But again, once again, this is just a loadout that was helpful for me and made it just that little bit easier. Next we have Splinter, which is long shots. Now at the moment, as of this video going out, we have Shoot the Ship in rotation for the playlists. Now an ideal place to get your long shots is the center lane on Shoot House. So the minimal distance for long shots for LMGs is 37.5 meters. Prime place in order for you to get this and make this challenge a lot easier would be the mid lane on Shoot House. Now the mid lane from mount wall to mount wall is actually 53 meters within distance. And I can personally hold my hand up and say that I honestly did the very vast majority of my long shots on that mount wall. Next we move on to top wall, which is mounted kills. Now, as of this video going out, once again, Shoot the Ship is in rotation. So you can utilize that center lane to mount up and gun people down as they're running through the center lane. Alternatively, and as always, mounting can be done on just about any surface. So wherever you feel comfortable, you can always do it on an area that's got a high population of traffic coming through it, or you can hold it on an angle where you know people are going to be peeking consistently. But ultimately, it's wherever you feel comfortable being mounted that you're going to get the kills. Next we move on to Tiger, which is all attachments. Now ultimately this comes down to whatever is comfortable for you guys. I can't tell you what to run on your loadouts or for attachments for your LMGs. However, on screen now are once again some screenshots that I used to try and make this challenge just a little bit easier. Again, it's what I felt comfortable with, so ultimately it's going to be whatever you feel comfortable with. If this loadout works for you, brilliant, use it. If not, modify it and see what works. Next we move on to Stripes, which is double kills. Now, once again, I know this is very blasé to say, but it literally is whatever is comfortable for you guys to use. Whatever you are picking kills up with, that's what you should basically be using for attachments. However, what I will say is if you are really struggling picking up double kills, try hardcore. Later on in the video, I will be covering why trying out hardcore for some challenges will be beneficial for you if you're not too bothered about your KD. But once again, if you are struggling with getting double kills, try going into hardcore. Next, we move on to reptile, which is kills with no attachments. Now, I said this in the last tip. Obviously, there is no advice for attachments or anything like that, or play styles. The only advice I can give you is if you are really struggling with this, go into hardcore. Once again, I understand hardcore is a more difficult mode. You die a lot easier, but so do the enemies. You will get this challenge done if you take it into hardcore. And lastly, we move on to the last camo, which is skulls. 3 kills without dying. Now, the loadout ideally is whatever's been getting you kills, so going back to the kills with all 5 attachment slots, ideally that loadout if it's been getting you kills. Stick to whatever playstyle is making you comfortable. If you're a run and gun, by all means do that. If you are more a hold down an angle and mount up on something, utilize that to get your 3 kills. However, once again, I say it again, if you are really struggling with this challenge, take it in to hardcore. Next, we move on to the section of the video where I would usually cover things that I found difficult, whether it be a challenge, a certain weapon, or anything like that. As far as LMGs go, I didn't really have any specific problems with the challenges or running loadouts or anything like that. However, if you are really struggling with a certain challenge, take it in to hardcore. I mentioned this in some of the tips. Hardcore, I understand it's a harder game mode. You die a lot easier, your health regen's slower. However, the enemies die a lot quicker, 1 to 2 bullets max. So if you are really struggling and you really don't care about your KD, take it in to hardcore. Trust me on this, whatever challenge you're having problems with, you will 9 times out of 10 succeed in that challenge in hardcore. But that is all from me today, guys. Hopefully this challenge helped even just a little bit to help you get your camos for the LMGs just a little bit easier. If it did, by all means leave a like. If you have any issues with any of the challenges, please let me know down in the comments. I will help as best I can. I do read all the comments, so it's not like your comment's going to be missed or I'm just going to ignore it. I will get to you and I will message you and help you try and get that challenge done as best I possibly can. And as always, guys, if you do have a specific weapon that you would like me to make a video on, leave it down in the comment section. I will try and get to it for my next video. If not, it will at least be the video after. Also, for those of you who don't know, guys, I do stream on Twitch. The link will be down in the description for those who want to come in and tune in live. Currently, I'm on a bit of a Warzone kick, so if you want to come and watch me fail at Warzone, the link will be there for you guys to follow. But as always, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I shall see you all in the next video. Peace.